Can someone in Canada access a medically assisted death because their mental illness is causing them to suffer so badly that they don't want to be alive anymore? The answer, when I'm filming this today, is no, but probably in about 2 years. This will likely be the law in March of 2023. So first, let me give you a little bit of history and I'll tell you where we're at. So when medical assistance in dying first became legal, the Supreme Court of Canada ruled that it should be legal for people who meet certain eligibility criteria. They mentioned the word competent, but somebody who has mental illness may or may not be competent of making a decision to end their life with the help of a physician or nurse practitioner. So then Parliament drafted a law known as Bill C-14, which wrote all the details out so that there were specifics, and part of the detail included this requirement that a person's death must be reasonably foreseeable. That is not the case for everyone with a mental illness. That is the case generally for terminal illnesses like cancer and people who are at the end of life due to other medical conditions. So mental illness was not on the table. But we went through another change in the law. There was a lawsuit, came out of Quebec, challenging this criteria of the fact that death needed to be reasonably foreseeable. That lawsuit was successful. Cue Bill C-7, which now changes the law again and said, okay, fine, we are changing the law to comply with this lawsuit that was successful. So now death does not have to be reasonably foreseeable. But where does that leave mental illness? It's a really kind of unique consideration because with mental illness, it's different than other kinds of disabilities. Mental illness, somebody's well-being can come and go. They might have good days, bad days. Medication might work, not work. There can be different kinds of side effects, might be curable, might not be. There's just so much we don't know. So Bill C-7, the latest bill that to just come out, said, as of now, the law recognizes people can have MAID, which is the short form for a medically assisted death, medical assistance in dying. They can access MAID, but not if the sole underlying condition is mental illness. That was carved out as an exclusion, so there's no ambiguity. As of today, when I'm filming this video, mental illness is not a reason someone could access MAID. But the language in this bill said that it looks like in 2 years it will be allowed, with language in there about needing to have some expert reports and having time to figure out what those safeguards would look like. So can someone end their life through a medically assisted death because of mental illness? Not today, but likely they will be able to in 2023. I hope you've learned something new, and I'll see you in the next video.